Yo, what up everybody? Silver Sonic 234 here, and welcome back to Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. Alright, so first of all, I apologize. I didn't upload a Mario Kart 8 video last weekend. Didn't have enough time to record it. But I did record the Smash Bros. Video, so yeah. Alright, so the next level we actually have to go to is Kingdom Valley. But before we go to Kingdom Valley, we have to do the Trials of Soliana. Now, these Trials of Soliana are probably some of the most annoying trials you will ever probably play in your life. You have to do 3 of them. Alright. So, these trials you really just have to do 3 missions. The first trial is a trial of knowledge. And, well, that's a stupid name. The test of intelligence. First of all, these trials have stupid names to them. The test of intelligence. Okay. And there's another example of a loading screen, one dialogue box, and then another loading screen. So I'll explain it 30 seconds later after this loading screen is over. You know, it's gonna be over now. Alright, so see that box right here? These portals will warp you to a different place in the area, and you have to go through the right portal in order to end up in the place that you need to be at. Now, it does take memorization. Okay. If you touch the wrong one, you will be warped back to the beginning. And I believe the right one here is this one. Okay. Alright, so, yeah, so let's just go through this one to get back to the beginning. So, you go through this middle one right here. Then you go through this one over here. Then you go through this one, and then this one, and then homing attack that spring. Homing attack that spring. Why didn't? Okay. All right, so this one, and then this one. Homing attack it. Okay. And you wall jump, and then you touch the gold ring, and there goes my S rank, because, you know, glitches and all that. And it's really just the last one I couldn't remember, but it takes, you know, a bit of memorization to remember what are the right portals to go in. You've proven your intelligence. Yeah, what did that have to do with intelligence? But okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I gotta see. Yeah. Alright, then fine. Alright, so now on to the next trial, which is the most annoying trial of all 3 of them. And oh Lord, I don't like this trial. And this has a really stupid name to it as well. This one is called the Test of Courage. Yeah, this trial has nothing to do with courage. Okay, these loading screens are gonna just get annoying. They're just gonna get annoying. So, what do you have to do for this mission, you might ask? You have to defeat hordes and hordes of robots with 0 rings. Yeah, that's courage. I guess courage can mean bravery, I guess. But you have to defeat these hordes of robots with 0 rings. There are no rings anywhere you go. So that means 1 hit and you're dead. But since robots like these over here, Oh my lord. And you know what else is stupid? If you fail the mission, you gotta go through more and more and more loading screens. It's gonna tell you one dialogue box. One, and then you go through another loading screen. And what do you have to do? You gotta walk over there again, go through all these loading screens again. This is retarded. This could have been designed much, much better. There could have been like a retry option. You know, it could have been paused to retry and you click yes or no, and then it just loads up the mission. Why didn't you just do that? Come on now. There are a lot of Sonic games that did that. You fail a mission, the game says, oh, okay, you failed, and then you have the option to either retry or quit. Sonic Unleashed did that. Sonic Generations did that. But this game, this game. So if I die one more again, I'm just gonna cut it until I like at least get to where I am. Okay, so let's not run into the robots this time. Because, oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned this about this game. Sonic cannot jump in the enemies in this game. Yep, just like in the classic games, or in the Sonic Adventure games, or in Sonic Heroes, or any of the other older Sonic games before this one, where Sonic could simply just jump into enemies. He can't do that in this game. If you do that, you get hurt. Counts as a hit. Okay, so we're almost done here. Alright, so these guys are pretty cheap since they... yeah. I'm cutting it. I'm cutting it. Alright, so, hopefully I can kill this last robot. And I won't have to cut it again. No, 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 no. Yes! Okay. Okay. Oh, my lord. You know what? As I've said before, and I'm gonna keep saying it, I don't dislike this game. I just don't. I don't hate this game. It just makes me want to throw it out the window sometimes. It just makes me rage. There are enough in this game for me not to totally hate it. There's enough in this game for me not to totally dislike it. The controls are good. The graphics are good. The soundtrack is just probably this soundtrack has probably some of the best songs that the Sonic series has to offer. It's you know, it's a good game in my opinion. It's a good game, but when you make me sit through all these loading times, and when glitches end up, you know, messing you up out of nowhere, you just, it just makes you rage. I mean, oh my lord. Okay, let's just go over this mission real quick. The test of love. This is stupid. It's really stupid. There's no way that you can't S-rank this mission. How can you not S-rank this mission? And you know what? It's so stupid because the test of love. You basically choose between two girls, right? Two girls that, you know, you think that that's your true love. You know, one of them's Amy. One of them is Elise. You know why I'm choosing Amy? I think you know why I'm choosing Amy. I think you know why I'm choosing Amy. Because they're hedgehogs. They're both hedgehogs. One is not a hedgehog. One is not a human. They are both hedgehogs. It's supposed to make sense. Anybody who chooses the least, something is seriously wrong with you. Something is seriously wrong with you if you want bestiality to happen in this world. Because having Elise as an option is retarded. This mission is stupid anyway. Why do I have to even do these trials? Okay, first of all, there is no point to these trials. Don't these people know who Sonic the Hedgehog is? I mean, seriously, I'm pretty sure in Sonic's world, he is like the #1 most known. I'm pretty sure everyone in Sonic's world knows him. They know what he can do. He saved the world numerous times. What in all of the world is the point of me doing these trials? I mean, really?
look like you're in a hurry. So, what's going on? Circumstances have changed. I need to rescue the princess.
Okay, so Silver knows the truth, and we find out how Silver found the truth in when we play Silver Story and Shadow Story, because, you know, yeah. Silver knows that Sonic really isn't the Iblis trigger, apparently. Now, but we find out how he found that out when we play Silver Story. Alright. So, Kingdom Valley, this is the longest level in the entire game. It has a total of 4 sections, as many as Crisis City has. But Crisis City just isn't... In terms of sections, Crisis City and Kingdom Valley are the same. They have the same amount of sections. But in terms of length in each section, Kingdom Valley is the longest. Well, the longest level in the game next to Aquatic Base, I believe. Because I actually think Aquatic Base is the longest level in the game. I think Aquatic Base may be a little bit longer than Kingdom Valley. Aquatic Base, which is the next level that we're gonna do, is the... It has 2 sections, but they're really, really long. So, yeah, it's a really long level. But, anyway, there was no point in, what was the point of us doing those trials there? Like, it's like, don't those people know who Sonic the Hedgehog is? Don't they know that he saved the world numerous times? Don't they know that this guy has superpowers and that I'm Sonic the Hedgehog and I need to save the world from destruction? Because, you know, Eggman is doing stuff again? I mean, seriously, don't these people know this? Then why do I have to do these trials? Oh, whatever. They're over now. They're done. So I believe in the next section we're actually going to be able to play as Silver. Yeah. The guy who already has his own episode. You know, some Comic Johnny actually said in his review of this game, his most recent one, he said about this game that you should keep the characters in their own stories. Like, you should keep the characters in their own stories. Like, you shouldn't be forced to play as the characters, you know, as the other characters, as the other main characters, you know, unless you play their story. You know, he doesn't think that we need Silver, that you need to play a Silver and Sonic story, or play as Shadow and Silver story. Yes, we're gonna have to do that too, and we're gonna have to play a Sonic and Silver story as well, and playing a Silver and Shadow story. Yeah, he doesn't think that we need to that, you know, that you should play as the other main characters in different stories. He thinks that you should keep the main characters in their own stories, and you know, and I can understand where he's coming from that. I can understand, because a lot of games that have multiple stories, where characters have multiple stories, I do think that they keep the characters in their own stories, and you know, they may come across each other in some cutscenes. But, you know, you can't play as them in their own stories. You have to play that character story to experience that character. And what that character can do, you have to play his own story. And, you know, I believe that, you know, I think he's kind of right about that. It's kind of crazy to have, to play as other main characters who already have their own stories and other character stories. So, yeah, but Silver, I haven't even explained them. He is a psychic-powered hedgehog, and he can basically just pick up items with his mind and throw them at people. You can also do this move, which people love to call the pimp slap. That's kind of basically what it is, because he's kind of basically pimp slapping them. But it stuns enemies, and you can then pick enemies up to and throw them, right? It makes it easier, you know, most of the time. It makes it easier, like, most of the time. Because you have to, because of you having to get close to the enemies in order to slap them and stun them, it can really result in you getting hurt. I don't know why Silver's... Okay, alright, thank you. So you press the right trigger button to use Silver's psychic powers, and then you can throw things with the X button. You know, it's simple, right? Well, yeah, it kind of is. But be careful when you have multiple things in your hand at one time. If you do, they could bounce off of each other and end up flailing in the wrong direction, and you won't be hitting anything. So watch out for that. But we're back to playing as Sonic. Should be. And yes, let's finish this level one off. Why don't we? See if we can get this S rank. Kingdom Valley is a very good level. I do love Kingdom Valley. I love the music. I love the level design. It's fun. And I'm not even gonna lie, this level does have a Mach Speed section. And it's actually a pretty good Mach Speed section. It's pretty fun. There's not too many places where you can literally just flail off out of nowhere and run into too much stuff. You know, you can actually see what you can actually react to things before they come up. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Crisis City. Yeah, that is the example of what will happen if you try to jump into an enemy. I wasn't personally trying to jump into him. I just didn't see him right there. So, yeah. The bounce attack, I don't know if I explained that before. You jump and you press X to bounce, which can really... Oh, okay, no, never mind. I'm not gonna try to take that rainbow ring, or I end up dying. So nobody got time for that. But the bounce attack is the same button as the light speed dash button, which is why this is bad. You could be, you know, you could be getting ready to light dash over a bottomless pit, and what could happen is, if you're not far enough, if you're not close enough to the rings, or directly in front of the rings, I believe you have to be directly in front of the rings, Sonic could just end up just bouncing down, and you just end up go flying down and like just die. Like it's retarded. Sonic Unleashed had that same problem. It had the problem of making the light speed dash and the boost the same button, which could also lead to your death. No, the homing attack and the boost the same button. The homing attack, not the light speed dash. Yes, as you saw in my playthrough, of Sonic Unleashed, I did explain that the boost and the homing attack were the same button. They were both the X button. And Sonic 06 kind of has this same problem with the homing attack, with the bounce attack and the light speed dash. They're both the same button, which you have to really be careful when light dashing over bottomless pits, like this section we're about to come up to here. Make sure that you are like really close to those rings, because if you're not, Sonic is just gonna like just boom, just literally go flying down and end up dying. And how did that explode and not kill those robots? Okay, so these stairs fall down, and for some reason those stairs falling down causes slowdown. I don't know why. I recommend jumping up. Jump first when you are about to land on those staircase, because I've encountered something before, a glitch before that can happen with Silver. Actually, there is a tiny crack in between the ground, and when you start going on those flight of stairs, oh, make sure you jump, because you will fall through that crack if you don't. And then yeah, you're gonna fall to your death, and then it made me rage, and it made me rage hard, really hard, hard to the point where the hardness can't stop. All right, so we open this door and we get to the Mach Speed section. Let's see how long we've been recording. 20 minutes. All right, so I have more space on my SD card, so I should be able to record for a longer time, not have to worry about my camera stopping on me again. But, yeah. Let's do this Mach Speed section. So, as I said before, this Mach Speed section is pretty good. You can actually react to things before they come up so fast. There are a lot of bottomless pits, but this Mach Speed section is not that hard, trust me. It is not. And I do love this part right here. Running on the side of water. That is awesome. But this Mach Speed section is really fun. And it's really good. It looks so beautiful, man. It looks so beautiful. I love it. I just love it. This is my favorite Mach Speed section in the entire game. It's fun. It has a good design in the level. You can actually see things before you can actually see things and react to them before you end up running into them and everything. Like those pillars, you can see them. It's a wide open area. You won't have to worry about Sonic doing the breakdance or doing them all the time. It's awesome. It's awesome. And I love it. I love it. That is the way the Mach Speed section should be in this game. Notice how I didn't get hit once in that Mach Speed section. That was awesome. That is how a Mach Speed section should be designed in this game. That is how all of them should be. Especially Crisis Cities. Oh my lord, Crisis Cities. Oh, Crisis City Mach Speed section was terrible. But we're going to save, and then we're going to watch this cutscene here. So, Lego.
The engines are malfunctioning. And what's this? Stop all engines, now! Why is this happening? No! We're about to crash!
Oh, Eggman, you don't sound too devastated about that. We're about to crash. I don't care, but we're about to crash. By the way, remember back in when after we did Flame Core, they said Elise was gonna die on board Eggman's battleship? Or egg carrier. We call it an egg carrier around these parts. Well then, the fans are gonna be rejoicing. I bet they were when they seen this cutscene.
Elise!
Oh snap! Elise! No! I'm beginning to wonder if I really feel devastated about this. Do I really feel sorry?
Wait. There's still a way to change this.
Is there silver?
If we return to an earlier point in time, we'll be able to save her.
I don't know why Sonic didn't think of that. I really don't know why he didn't think of that. Because as many times as they've been traveling through time in this game, he probably should have thought about that. Oh, and there's Blaze. She wasn't with them before.
Silver! I can handle this myself. Besides, you got somewhere to go, right? I'll make sure to change Elise's fate. And that, in turn, should change your future, too. Thank you, Silver. Yeah, Just save her.
Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so in the next part, we're going to do the final level in Sonic's story. That's right, we're going to finish Sonic's story off. And we're going to go to Eggman's secret base, which is Aquatic Base next, which is like one of my favorite levels in the game. I think it actually is my favorite. It's my favorite level in the game next to Radical Train, so I love that level. And the music is epic. Okay, but we're going to get into that on the next part. So, I will see you guys next time. Later on.